Hey everyone, and welcome back to some more esports talk. We have some accusations of both racism and abuse from former partners of Rallied, that is an ex-OpTic member and Warzone streamer. This all started when his ex said, "I didn't want to have to do this. After a year of being harassed and staying silent, knowing full well the trauma I was put through from you, I'm not going to let this one slide. Involving my dad, threatening and harassing him while at work. Enough, not okay. Please do not let this man talk to you or your family in this way. Last year was a nightmare. I'm sorry, my ex sucks." To which he then posted a couple screenshots of a conversation that is honestly quite disturbing, saying 25 years old yet the mental capacity of a 6-year-old. It's so GD taxing, man. I have to raise you daily. Like I leave you alone and you somehow F easy crap up every single day. I'm raising a child that I'm dating, man. How the hell did I get so unlucky in life? I'm done talking about this. It just makes me so effing sad. Makes me cry at least a few times a week. Thanks, I really deserve this in life. We see another one saying, I don't want to feel like you don't have the respect when you follow so many girls and message them and have those intentions, and I don't know, man. To which he says, I'm happy I don't need to spend all my free time chasing something. Yeah, for sure, I'm messaging 8 of them right now. Keep focusing on the past and I'll focus on the present. Maybe if the girl I want made an effort or showed she actually wanted to talk to me, I wouldn't be looking at the other girls. And even if that was the only part of this story, I think that is plenty of evidence showing a degree of manipulation. Yes, it is censored right at the top there, so we can't actually see the name, and people will always say, well, this could be tampered, we don't know the situation. And yes, it is true, I acknowledge that. You never really know, but to a degree, when so many things start coming out, you have to start wondering, okay, is everyone just tampering the evidence? Another former partner said, your boyfriend accused me of giving him an STI that I don't and have never had. He lied and spread rumors about me after I cut him off. I have receipts for literally everything. Rallied has never once genuinely apologized for his actions towards me. He once said he was sorry for how things ended, but then went on to slut shame me for years to multiple people. To which his current girlfriend responded saying, accusing and thinking you might off giving him an STI is totally different. Was this before or after you slept at another dude's house while y'all were talking? That's why he broke up with you, but didn't know how, so he made up the whole rough sex story. To which she then responded once again, get your crap straight before ever coming at me with some nonsense, LMAO, with some more screenshots of proof giving context to their breakup and how he had treated her. Then the third and final partner who came forward saying, boy, I could spice up the timeline right now. He'd repeatedly call me fat when I was at a low weight, spread racist lies about me smelling like curry, while saying this is why I like white girls to our friends. Guy is the biggest waste man. So we have 3 instances of former partners coming forward with their own stories about Rallied and how he had treated them, with that last one including an instance of racism. Now that is unfortunately not the end of the story. Underneath that original post, we also saw an anonymous account come forward with a video that is accusing Rallied of some more racism, I'll just say.
Well, you're not like,
See it.
you're looking the other way.
I literally see what's going on in front of me.
Kill this fucking black little monkey. This big orangutan with her cub.
In the video, the person that is supposedly Rallied says killed those effing black people and continues to call the female in the situation an orangutan. Very disturbing and obviously inappropriate, not okay. Nothing is okay with this situation, but the way he responded is something that is really bothering a lot of people. Swag tagged him in the post, to which he said, brother, getting to the bottom of this tomorrow. I genuinely have no recollection of ever saying anything like this in my entire life. I will have answers for you guys tomorrow. I have equal love for all races, and I'm sorry that this video is even a thing. And in response to Modern Warzone, he said, brother, I genuinely do not even know if that's me or if it's tampered with or out of context. That video must be years old. I can promise I do not support anything that was said in that video, and I have nothing but love for every single person around me. I'm honestly in shock. Just know I have nothing but love for every single human out there. I truly do not know why these girls are bringing up things that are years old and some things that are flat out not true. It's truly sickening, and I'm sorry, but I'll have more answers soon. The weird part for myself and a lot of people is how he keeps bringing up, I have no recollection of this. This video shouldn't even exist. I'm sorry that it does exist. Really focusing on, I don't even know if that's actually me or not, instead of just flat out saying, no, it's not me. The fact that he has to consider it puts it in a bit of a weird light. He also shared a tweet longer that had some more information in it. He first addresses the situation with his former partners, saying that with one, he didn't see a future for them, especially after she told him that she stayed at a dude's house and the STI scare of a false positive. Continuing to say, I'm sorry, but you were just way too wild for me, and I'm sorry for the way things ended and how I worded those texts. And to the other, he says, I said some bad crap, you said some equally bad crap. Ultimately, we put each other in a really dark place, and you always said it was your depression of not having a job. But I literally paid for our bills. I helped your parents with rent for a few months, and I even got you a streaming PC that you still have, and I destroyed my stream schedule to try and work in streams with you and shoot you hosts. We both said things equally as toxic as your text you leaked, which are over a year old, and we've apologized to each other about our wrongdoings, which is too many to count on both ends. Like, dude, just move on with your life. I thought we forgave each other. I had no friends or family and cried myself to sleep every night for weeks because I had no friends or family, and the only thing that kept away my suicidal and dark thoughts was my one daily call I had with my wonderful mother. And just to address that section for a little bit, I don't want to skew what you guys are thinking or your judgment on the situation. You should be able to make your own judgment, but I do think the situation and some of the ways he's responding isn't necessarily appropriate, and he continues to kind of propagate some of those stories that may or may not be true, and it's just a difficult situation no matter which side is the truth in these. If these girls are taking it too far and digging up old stuff, but also some of his excuses are, oh well, that was a year ago, so it doesn't really matter, and we are both toxic, and he continues to bring up some of the situations of making people feel bad for him, saying, oh well, I cried myself asleep every night. And so it's just complicated. It's complicated to really make a judgment call, especially from one human to another, on who is telling the truth and who is in the right or the wrong here. Then moving on to address the part that definitely no one disagrees with is where he addresses the accusations of racism. He says he got sent the video 2 days ago on Instagram by a close friend of his, and he spent 2 to 3 hours just listening to it over and over, absolutely sick to my stomach at what I was hearing. If we're being completely honest, I was in an extremely dark place of deep depression and alcoholism, so I legitimately cannot recall the time frame around this video, and I want to get a legal team to view the legitimacy of the video. What I can say is that if this 1 to 2 year old video is genuinely me saying these things, I can assure you guys that I am not the same self-hating man that I would have been at the time of the video. He then goes on to give examples of how over the years he was able to change the lives of so many people, including someone who needed brain surgery in Nigeria. Once again, to me, it just feels like the focus is a little bit off here, where he's saying, oh well, instead of how originally I said it might be years and years old, now it's 1 to 2 years old. And I'm still not sure if I really said it, but I'm gonna have a legal team look at it and then have answers later on. And so the whole thing just seems a little bit hazy and a bit of a weird way to address the situation, and then moving on to say, oh, also I've done stuff for people of different races before, so you know that none of this matters. Just an interesting way to address it, I'd say. Not the way that I would choose to, but I will let you guys make your own judgments on the situation. Like I said, it is up to you. Do you think that this is all very true and condemning of Rallied, or do you think there's a little bit more to the story and maybe he is being targeted? Let me know what you guys think. Until next time, I'll catch you later.